have another question, Ajahn. Some time ago, you explained that there is a difference between seeing and I see. And we can repeat the words like I see is taking things for self, but it takes really panya to understand this, develop panya. So maybe it helps if you would explain a little more about seeing and I see.
Is the understanding of seeing as it is? When there's no understanding of seeing as it is, what is there which has no understanding? Ignorance is there. Take it instantly for Āsava, I.
Yeah.
Pavasava is there. That's why when we talk about the difference between Āsava and Upadana, at moment in a day, no matter when the attachment does not appear to something, even food, different dishes. But before that, is there no attachment? Before realizing, knowing that there is wanting something there, before that, there must be citta and cetasika experiencing an object and know what object is. But what about, is there attachment? That's why when the attachment does not appear, even if there, it is Āsava. It seems like one doesn't have any attachment to anything at all. It's just there. Just there, see? But in truth, when there's no understanding of that, there must be wrong understanding, conditioned by ignorance and attachment to take it for I, because what is that? Experiences is there, so that is me, experiences I see, any moment. So when we talk about lopa, by way of upadana or nivarana or whatever, it's different from moment when it doesn't show up when it's there. Even it's there, for sure. Because we can walk to this place, we can touch that, we can eat, we can do many things or whatever. No understanding of the attachment to the moment when attachment does not show up. That I want this thing. I like that, see? But it's there. That's why when there's no understanding of that which appears, there must be idea, Āsava of I, Pavasava, and Tittasava, Ajahn of Dhammasava, because one is so used to take it for something as usual. Flowers, bed, pattern, and picture, and so on. Unknowingly, it's so just like nothing is there, but actually what is there is Āsava. So one learn to understand that the word that Buddha taught is there in daily life, everyday life, but no one knows until Buddha just thought about it, different degrees. Anusaya does not arise, but is there as condition for whatever is there, whatever is that accumulated ooze or seep out to cling to that object, depending on what person is there, Mutushana, Sotapanna, or Anagami, or what. But it's there unknown. So when there's no understanding of the truth of what is there, there must be akusala at different level, which does not appear that it's there. That is Āsava. So in order to eradicate defilement or akusala, there must be the understanding of that. At that moment when there's understanding, there's no condition for Vasava or Avijjāsava or Tiddāsava, because understanding is there. They cannot arise together.
So it's very difficult when it doesn't show up, but still there. It's really develop panya only. that can understand.
Until Panya begin to understand it, and Panya develops on and on. With Viriya and Khanti, not neglect to have such Panya to know that it's the best thing in life to understand that as it is. See, it's there, but why can't it be known as it is? How much ignorance and akusala to be there, hinder the truth of it. And there cannot be anything which can eradicate it at all without understanding. Because ignorance is there, have more and more attachment, more and more āsava, more and more kilesa, nivarana, and so on. That's why we can understand the word of the teaching, no matter what about anusaya, āsava, nivarana, kilesa, upadana, all there in one life to be known. That's not so.
It's very helpful to explain about Āsava in this way.
And this is the way to understand what we take for I, how much ignorance. See, just study the word, remember it, know the number, but what about now? It's there unknown. But when there is the clinging or wanting something, lopa is there to be known. Even it's so very little, but it's more than just āsava. Because it appears, it shows up. That's why for those who would like to understand by question oneself, does āsava experience an object?
But we don't know Āsava really. But
When there is seeing sees, and there is there, as usual, it's there, like it's seen, but no understanding that there is attachment already, because there is no idea of, I want this, I'm going to do that. See, in a day, āsava is there, but few moments can be known as not āsava. For example, when we are going to do something, there can be understanding of wanting something to be done, to be taken. See, but when it's not that moment of wanting or liking to do anything, where is that? There is saying, and after that, what is there?
Yeah.
Attachment is there already. And avijja, not understanding it, is there. Until there can be the understanding of the difference between moment of direct awareness, is there. At that moment, no āsava. Otherwise, there is āsava. In a moment, we have to consider from moment, only one moment at a time. Because āsava is akusala, it cannot arise with sati. So at moment of direct awareness, it's the beginning of developing understanding the nature of that which is seen. At that moment, there must be panya which begins to develop to understand the truth of that which experiences without word. But the function, the moment when it experiences, is there to be known little by little, naturally. It's different from moment when there's no direct awareness at all. So, why do we have to understand the difference between the nama and the rupa, that which can experience and that which cannot experience? Because they are there, but no awareness, no understanding to be aware of it at all. But from hearing again and again and again and again, Panya begins to understand little by little until it conditions moment of direct awareness. But Panya in the very beginning is so very weak, but it's there different from moment when it's there without any attentional awareness at all. Just like moment of āsava, see. Even attachment is there. It's so very subtle that it's not known as it is there already. Until it appears, I like this, I want to do this, I stretch out my hand that can be known as there must be attachment to conditions such deed or action. So one begins to understand how much ignorance is there, unknown, when there's no understanding of the truth. And what about Sanya? See, it marks and remembers wrongly with the idea of self. So long time ago, until now, as did Āsava, before it can be eliminated little by little until it is absolutely eradicated, never to arise again in samsara in any moment. That's why only panya is there, developing with right understanding. There cannot be any wish for this or that to arise, to be stronger to that degree or this degree. All depends on conditions. That is the understanding more about no I. Otherwise, who's that? Who wish and wants? I is there. That's why each word should be studied carefully, that it's now, and they are different. When there's understanding, it's different from moment when there's no understanding. Thinking about other things, and just a glimpse or just a moment of thinking about that. See, different degrees of understanding is there, little by little. Otherwise, what can be conditioned to understand what is there in normal life, daily life, everyday life? They are conditioned realities. And it's not there at all as something, anatta, but wrong understand. Take it for something permanent as I have such and such thinking about this and that, how to solve this and that thing, go on and on with the idea of self. That's why it's not just to remember how many Āsava and how many Upadana, but to understand what is it. Is it there now?
Yeah, this is all very helpful, Ajahn, to be reminded like this about the Āsavas.